right, so AL MVP. This is where we're gonna take a
Ah,
3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna argue this one a little bit.
uh-huh.
Now, we'll. I'll say this: we're gonna get to the catcher thing later on the not a rapid fire, but more like we're gonna get more in depth into the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
offensive years by catchers, right? But for now, let's talk about just MVP. Who do you have and why?
I think it's gonna be Kyle Raleigh. And again, if it were me, I don't have a problem. Like it's one of those things where you can pick. You can really pick either one to me, Judge or Raleigh, because what hurt Judge is that he got injured. That killed him. Like that took the momentum out of, and then he was kind of DHing, trying to get his timing. That killed him because he was on a crazy pace earlier in the year. And
Sixty,
Judge to yeah,
58 type
Judge
of thing.
Judge to me is, and I know people love Shohei. Judge to me is the best player in the game when he's 100%.
Mhm.
And you're talking to somebody who's not a Yankee apologist or anything like that. I'm just
Yeah, no, no, no.
Judge is to me. Judge is an icon. Like that's how he's gonna be an all-time great. He's an all-time great. That's who he is. So Judge is an icon. The only thing he's got to do is win a World Series. That's it. Everything is already in Cooperstown. He's gonna be there. But Judge, that injury hurt him, and I think because people value the home runs, people value that coming from the position that Kyle plays, switch hitter, which counts. I mean, it's difficult to do that as a catcher and a switch hitter. I lean towards giving it to Riley just because of that. But also with the caveat that Judge got hurt, man. If Judge didn't get hurt, I think Judge's numbers would have been better.
All right. Okay, so I think, humble opinion, I think Aaron Judge is gonna win it. There's no
What?
fatigue yet. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. Hold on,
wow.
hold on. Let me tell you. Let me
I
tell you.
gotta see
How
this. All
many?
right,
All
go
right.
ahead.
How many games? How many games do you think Kyle Riley has over Aaron Judge?
It feels like
If you had to,
more.
it's
All right,
seven games.
I'm not gonna cheat. All right, go ahead, go ahead. You gave it to me. I was gonna.
All right,
I was gonna think. All right,
7 games.
it doesn't feel like that.
Doesn't feel. I know, but if he continues on, they're both gonna have about 150 games. That's about it.
Played games
148
played.
played, right? Now in WAR, we both know he's above
Yeah, yeah,
FPR.
yeah,
He's at 7.5. Kyle Riley's at 5.6.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah. No,
see.
Judge.
Aaron
Judge
Judge.
is a machine.
All right, listen to this. Aaron Judge leads the league based on balls. I mean, yes, he leads the league in based on balls.
The AL, yeah.
Yes, the AL batting average,
Mm-hmm.
OBP, slugging, OPS, OPS plus,
Guys, is a
RWOBA,
freaking
whatever you
monster.
wanna. Okay,
Monster.
a. I mean, if he wins the batting title as well, I mean, come on, you gotta give it to him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I know at the end he will have 50 home runs, and Kyle Riley might have 55, 56, right? Let's say 57 against 49 home
52.
runs or
All right.
52, right? And the Biden title. I mean, they're gonna see the numbers, and this guy's batting 240. Being
Yeah.
Kyle Riley, I mean, come on.
Of course.
And here's the thing: he dipped a lot. I don't know why, but after the second half, maybe it was
I agree. Fatigue. Probably
the
fatigue,
fatigue,
man.
the curse of. They also talk about the curse of winning the the home run derby. That's always a thing where
Ah.
people feel like
Oh, yeah.
it fucks up their swing and whatever. So could be, but nevertheless, I think that he has been more valuable on the defensive side, meaning Aaron Judge, more than Kyle Riley has been this year. He hasn't been platinum glove
His
Kyle
defense
Riley
has
this year.
slipped. It slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slipped. Yeah.
So yeah,
Here's
I
the
think
thing,
Aaron
though.
Judge easily. Easily.
Here's the thing. See, no, I don't think it's gonna be easy. See, that's why I disagree with you. Now,
I'm
again,
putting my money.
if okay, if I were to place a vote,
Uh-huh.
I would want Judge. I think it's Judge. But here's the problem. So I'm telling you it's Raleigh because I'm seeing where this narrative has been going. Like they've been pumping this. They haven't talked about a Seattle Mariner player like this since Ken Griffey. Like I'm serious. They
Mhm.
haven't. Like this is out of here. And I feel like some of that there is some fatigue, or there will be some Judge fatigue in the voting. They want to give it to somebody else. He's something different, something new, a catcher. Oh, look at this catcher! He hit 50 home runs. Oh, this is great. I'm
Mhm.
I'm looking at it from that way. I think a lot of voters are simpletons in that way.
I get you.
I just
I
I
get
feel like yeah, I hope you're right. I'm not. Listen, I love Judge. If
you.
Judge is a tremendous player, all timer, but
You know his
I'm just
WAR
thinking,
of all time right now. What his
where's he
WAR
at?
is? He's at 60 already.
60th all time.
Yeah. No, no, no. He's 60. He has 60 WAR.
His 60. Oh my
Accumulative.
god. Oh my god. He has a higher WAR than. Let me see. I'm trying to think who's WAR.
You
Okay,
mean like
I
in the
all
like
time.
in the like as Hall of Famers? I mean Curry Bucket. I mean
He's
Dick,
got
whatever
higher
you got.
WAR. He's got Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Uh,
does. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think who
Maybe
else.
David Ortiz. I think he was on
David,
the high fifties.
higher than it's hard. David Ortiz was a DH though. It's
I
like
know. I know. I know.
it's hard to. I get what you're saying, but I mean, shoot, he's
No,
about
it
to
could have
pass.
been. It could have been. His work could have been worse if he played defense. Think about that.
Right. Ah, see, damn, I didn't think of it that way. But like his bat saved his glove.
Correct.
So there
Correct.
you go.
That's funny. Anyways, but yes. Now we're gonna get to the best offensive. How do you want
Ah,
to call it?
yes.
Yeah, the best offensive
Offensive years
years
for
by a
catcher.
catcher. Now, Kyle Rowley, as many people know, he hasn't had the best year as a catcher, right? I don't know if you want to go more in
Defensively.
depth into it.
Yeah.
Defensively, correct. But we're gonna talk about offense of this case. I want you to bring up your case for Javi Lopez. I know that you dig into the numbers, so tell me about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So with Javi Lopez, and this is what bothers me, and this is part of why I do what I do. A major part as for why I do what I do is because I see a narrative being spun, and I have to bring the facts and the evidence to support why that narrative is not accurate. So for months already, they've been talking about Kyle Raleigh has broken the all-time home run record for a catcher. And when in fact, now he just hit another homer. I want to say, I don't know how many he broke. He probably did break it by now. But at the time, he was stuck on 41 home runs. The all time record for a catcher as a catcher was uh, 42 as a catcher, which was Javi Lopez in '03. I did a deep dive. I broke it down. Javi Lopez finished with a higher WAR in 128 games that he caught. Higher WAR, higher OPS, higher slugging, higher OPS plus, more RBI. Now Raleigh can still get more RBI, obviously, and he's going to get more homers. But even the defensive WAR was like 1.1 or something like that. Which everybody used to knock Javi for. Oh, he's not a good defender. Well, if your defensive WAR is above 1, that's good, especially at a premium position. That's a
Correct.
good defensive WAR. So Javi was not, Yadi, but he wasn't a butcher. He was a
Yeah.
solid, serviceable defender. He was decent. He was good. Wasn't great, but he was good, solid. He just was offense first. But it's just to mention that because Javi's not a Hall of Famer, but he was one of the better catchers of his era. He was a good player for his time. So just wanted to put that in perspective. He hit. Okay, I gotta bring up the numbers since I mentioned it anyway. Just
Yeah,
to
yeah,
keep it, I'll bring up the numbers. So, real quick, and again, I'm not saying that this is the greatest year for offensively for a catcher, but it's certainly one of the better ones.
yeah.
What I'm bringing up. There's been so many, which we'll talk about, but just to put it in perspective, I mean, Javi Lopez had a 6.8 WAR in 129 games played. One of them was as a pinch hitter. The others were just catching. 43 homers, 109 RBI, 328 batting average, 1.065 OPS, and 169 OPS plus. Was an all-star and won a Silver Slugger that year. So, you know,
I mean,
just saying.
that's crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
that's insane. Eh, I'll say this. I mean, Kyle Riley will have a better year than Javi Lopez. I know that wasn't
Power
your
wise.
power wise. Yes, yes, power wise. But there has been better. There
Yeah.
have been better years, and I'll give you one, maybe the
Go
best
ahead.
offensive year, or maybe one of the best of all time.
Go ahead.
1997, Mike
Uh-huh.
Piazza.
Oh, guy was an
I think
animal.
that's the best one. I was gonna do a top 10 or whatever, but I
It's
think
too
this is the
much.
best
It's
one.
so many. Go ahead.
So in 152 games, he hit 40 home runs, 124 RBIs, and he batted 362. I mean, I think it doesn't get better than that.
That's ridiculous. I'm
That is.
laughing because it's freaking ridiculous. It really is. Now, that's funny you mentioned that. So I just off the top, that's a really good one.
Go.
Just real quick, right? So we remember, espérate, I'm looking here. Buster Posey, you remember he had a 7.3 WAR year, where
Yeah.
he had 39 doubles. He hit 24 homers, 103 RBI. He hit 336 that year.
He has the best WAR according to Fangraphs. I wanted to do
Uh-huh.
Fangraphs because they do a better job at analyzing defense for catchers.
Agreed.
Just on
Agreed.
that season, 2012, he got a 9.8 WAR, which is the largest
Oh my
above
God.
Mike Piazza on 97, which was 9.1, and it's because of
Wow.
his defense. He
Terrible
was
defender. Yep.
yeah, he was Buster Posey was 6 times better that year than Mike Piazza
Unbelievable.
was on 97. And he was a positive. He was a
Unbelievable.
positive. Mike Piazza wasn't a negative on defense on that year.
That's crazy.
So that's good.
What year was that? You said 2012?
2012 for Buster
Posey?
Posey.
Buster Posey.
That's the one that you were mentioning, though.
Right.
103 RBIs in
Buster,
24.
great, ridiculous. And I looked here, so I also saw it was weird because 2012 was one of those years that you had two great catchers of that era. Buster Posey had a 7.3 WAR or something like that, whatever it was, and Molina had a 7.2 WAR. It was
Yeah.
it was
Dang.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
Molina hit Posey hit 332, Molina hit 315. Imagine seeing that in today's game. You don't see that
No,
anymore.
impossible. 300 is
You
a
don't-
mythical number.
Mythical number. One last thing, because I know there's
Yeah.
too many. There's Roy Campanella. There's a bunch of guys. I wanted to show. We talked about this offline. I wanted to show love to Joe Torre, bro.
Yeah.
People disrespect Joe Torre so
As a player.
bad, bro. As a player, this guy, right? Like even you probably thought, okay, this guy was not great as a player, bro. Look at his freaking baseball reference. Joe Torre had a year. I brought this up with you offline. He had a year where he hit 363 with 137 RBI, 24 homers, and 230 hits. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, right? Like,
Yeah. That's crazy.
oh my God.
That
Right?
is crazy.
Joe Torre is, and his I think his OPS that year was 976. There it is. This guy, Joe Torre, is one of the great offensive catchers of all time. And nobody mentions him. Like, yo, it's crazy to me.
I know. Hey, I'll give you one of my dad's favorite players of all time, which is Johnny Bench.
Yeah.
On 1972 with the Red Machine, 40 home runs, 125 RBIs, and he batted 270. His WAR, his Fangraph WAR or F WAR was 9.2,
Uh-huh.
the second highest of all time
Oh my God.
for a catcher.
Johnny Bench has had years where he's driven in 140 RBI,
Yeah.
120 something. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Offensively, I say he's right up. He's up. Him and Piazza are the best offensive catchers of all time.
Yeah.
But I mean, Joe, like we mentioned, Joe Torre's had great years. Posey's had great years. We saw Javi Lopez, and so Kyle Raleigh will go up there as one of those great years for a catcher, regardless.
Yeah. And it's funny. We still haven't seen a 10 WAR season yet from a catcher.
From a catcher?
From a catcher. I don't think we'll
Never.
Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it. But
Never? Not even
never. No.
I gotta see it. Now you making me have to check.
Buster Posey has 9.8, which is the highest one of all time.
Is okay. So his is the highest of all time.
Of all time for a catcher.
Posey for a catcher, one season.
Yeah. I mean,
that's crazy.
Now that I think about it, you can only get a shortstop or a center fielder to have a 10 WAR season. Maybe a right fielder too.
Because of the position lends itself to
position.
Now.
Correct. I mean, damn, 10. I mean, that's crazy. That means that
that's too high.
Your team, you made the playoffs for that team, basically.
Correct, right? Yeah, because it's that's why when you see guys who it kind of pains me with the way the game is played now. I feel like we're seeing the slow death of not only the starting pitcher, but actually the catcher. And people don't realize that because everything has been, we got pitch calm. Now we have the rules where you can't throw to first more than 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Pitch clock, like all these little things the emphasis on stealing strikes. Like we've taken a lot out of the game from the catcher's hand and from the pitcher's hand,
Yeah.
and so you're seeing that.
I would say this. I think, in my opinion, that catchers will be offensive guys only, not only, but primarily, and the framing, which is what they're looking for. Basically, a Patrick Bailey
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
Giants, right?
yeah. Right, right.
He's great at framing. That's his values
Absolutely,
right there.
excellent. Yep.
Now that's gonna go away in about 2 years, whenever 2028 comes in, because basically
Ah,
they're looking for guys that are offensively gifted, like Agustin Ramirez, for example, but they don't need to frame because the robot empire will be there, whatever you
the
want to call it,
the
with the
automatic,
cameras.
the what do you call the ABS or whatever the heck it's
ABS
called.
will be there. Yes, the automatic, whatever they call it. But yes, the ABS will be there, and that's it. That's gonna be the end of an era for the catchers. They'll find value somewhere else, but it won't be on framing anymore. It will be,
No,
pop time if they can actually throw the second. A It's gonna be in varying things, but it won't be on framing anymore. Okay. Now I have a couple rapid fires, right? I know it's been a little bit long, but I'm gonna give you 4 questions, right? And
uh-huh.
we're not gonna discuss it too much, but
Yeah, yeah, we'll
we're gonna
talk
talk
quick.
about it for like quick. All right, what is going on with Wanda Franco, man?
Wander Franco's gone, bro. That's it. I think we talked about what to say. He had the social media post where he talked about he got robbed allegedly at a,
Mhm.
they stole like over 1 million Dominican pesos in a hotel in Sosua. I
Mhm.
mean, there's not too much for you to look for in a hotel in Sosua, other than you know what,
Yeah.
and some action at night with some ladies of the night, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so I have my theories. I'm speculating. I think he probably got robbed by one of those ladies of the night. But what do I know?
No, no, no. I think you hit it right on the spot. Is either that or a. I don't even want to say that he has some people around because I never see him around anybody.
No,
That's
no,
like he doesn't have
no,
anybody. And
no.
and mind you, he has uncles that played on the MLB. He has Willy Aival, he has Eddie Aival. He has so many people around him that could guide him somehow, some way. They might not be the best advisors, right?
Advisors? Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they've been on his shoes. They understand. Eddie Aival has been an all-star. He wasn't a scrub.
Yeah, yeah. No, he was a
So
good player. Yep.
correct. So, and I think that he could have given him better advice, but he's not his dad at the end of the day,
But we don't
All you
know.
can do.
I know what you're saying, but we also at the end of
Mhm.
the day, we don't know, right? What advice, there's only so much advice you can give a kid or give someone. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
they have to make decisions. They have to do they have to do what they have to do. And if they make the wrong decisions, you can give them advice all you want. But at the end of the day, they gotta heed the advice and take those steps.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And to your theory, right? At the end of the day, people know what happens in Puerto Plata, especially in Sosua. I've heard I've heard of stories that basically when you go to a gift shop in Sosua, they have I love Punta Cana, I love Puerto Plata, I love a lot of places, but they don't have I love
Uh-huh.
Sosua because it's known around the world, especially in
Yeah.
Europe,
Hmm.
for that kind of activity.
That's
So
right. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. And that's gonna
unfortunately,
exist. That's underground business,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so
And they've been trying to clean it up. I'll say that they've been trying to clean it up, and hopefully they do. All right,
I hope
number
so.
two. We talked about this already, but what are the chances of Freddy Peralta win the Cy Young?
Zero.
Damn.
I no 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 no.
All right.
Maybe fight. No, not because I want it to be zero. I want
Mhm.
him to win, but I just think they love. Schemes. What he's doing is ridiculous. Is I give him about a 10% chance. ten
Okay.
percent.
Okay. How? Okay. 10% is fine. All right. How good has Caminero been, and wasn't that step for him?
He's been better than I thought he would be, especially this early. I mean, he's writing his name in the record books for that age. 22 years old, 40 homers, over 100 RBI, over 40 homers, and he's his defense is hit or miss. I think that's the one thing he has to really work on. What I like about him is that I've seen his approach evolve in the middle of the year. Like when I first saw him, I'm like, all right, this guy's a Deadpool hitter. And wrong. He hits the ball here. He hits the ball there. Bing, 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 bing. He has easy
Yeah.
power.
Yes.
Easy
Easy.
power.
Dang. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Easy
I agree.
power, easy power. He hits laser beams. And not even what I mean by easy power is that he's not trying. I mean, yeah, he takes a big swing. He wants to hit it a mile, but there's not as much. There's while there is swing and miss to his game, there's
Mhm.
not as much miss to his game given the amount of power that he has, which I
He's
like.
more
I'm encouraged by that.
yeah, no, 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 and
It's more of a hitter than I thought he was gonna be.
correct, correct. Like,
Hitter, like more of a hitter.
I hope that it continues, right? But what he needs to improve, I mean, is his defense. It's been serviceable.
Right,
Honestly,
right.
I looked into the numbers, and he's been a little bit better than Manny
A little
Machado,
better. Yeah.
which is
Wow. Which is
crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Again, though, then again, though, we need to take into
Manny
account
Machado is not, Manny
age.
Machado anymore. Of course.
Age, and listen, Machado's one of the best to do it in his position, especially for the modern era. There's only two guys, it's him and Arenado. Those are the gold standards at the position when we're talking about, in general, right?
Yeah,
Offense and defense. But Caminero has a bright future. Just got to stay working, stay grinding. El tipo tiene mucha habilidad. Very
yeah.
good.
No, no, no. I'm definitely with you. And I'll tell you the guys that he's ahead of defensively real quick. He's ahead
Go
of
ahead, go ahead.
Juarez.
Of course he. Come on, you had to throw that in there, didn't you?
He's above Manny Machado. That surprised me for sure. Matt Shaw
Wow.
on the Cubs. Austin Riley. He hasn't played much, but yeah. And that's it. Eh,
He said, and that's
honestly.
it. Those are the only ones you looked up.
No, those are the only ones. He has a positive defensive fan graph war. I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that. So
which is that's good.
praises
No,
to him.
that's good. He's
Praises
he's
to
a
him.
he's a baby. He's a
He's right
baby, so
there
that
with
means he's gonna improve.
yeah. He's gonna improve. I think he will definitely improve on his defense. I
He's
hope
already
so.
better than Devers ever was at third.
Whew, damn, damn.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, that is
sorry, but
yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. There is something to be said about that. Eh, but I'll save it.
no,
Anyways,
pero Devers batea. I'm not saying he
yeah,
don't hit. That's like,
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
not get me wrong, my Dominican friends. They want to go, don't come at me. Tipo batea con cojones. But I'm just talking about play when he played third. I mean, they want to play. They want to stick
Fail.
with
I mean,
numbers.
damn.
They want to say, oh yeah, well Bregman is. They want to compare Bregman's numbers to him, and I'm like, the problem was never offense, you idiots. Like
Mhm.
the problem, they're right. They say, oh look, mira, tiene mejores número que Bregman. I'm like, no shit, he's gonna have better offensive numbers than Bregman. That was never the issue. you
No,
know.
and honestly, I haven't seen in a while somebody so I don't know, wow. But Caminero, like you said, easy power is the way to think about him. Like
Yeah, easy power.
a you have Deadpool hitters like Stanton, for example. He's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
aggressive
Yep.
with it. Like you can tell by a
Un
mile.
swing violento. Swing violento.
Violento, too violent, right? But this guy, Caminero, I can see him getting 40 doubles one year. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll have
Yeah.
30 home runs next year, but he'll have 40 doubles. So I
And you
think
know
that that's
what?
something. Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
say something else too. This is a ringing endorsement. He's one of the few right-handed hitters who has a pretty swing. He
Mm.
has a pretty swing.
Mhm.
Look at his swing, because a lot of lefties got sweet swings, but he's a righty. He's got a pretty swing for a right-handed hitter. It really
My
does.
honestly, my favorite swing right now is two. Is Agustin Ramirez, which is like the helicopter. He
Right,
does
right,
this.
right.
I haven't seen that in a while. And then Barger from the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know if you've seen that kid, that
Yeah,
lefty.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Damn.
yeah. He's got an. I like him too. I like him too.
Correct.